What would you like to do with this image? What can be done? Here are a few things, oh my god, here are a few things we can do with the image. 1. Description. Provide a detailed description of the image. 2. Analysis. Perform an artistic analysis or interpretation. 3. Editing. Make modifications or enhancements to the image. 4. Contextualization. Place the image in a broader context to compare it to similar works. 5. Incorporation. Integrate it into a larger project or presentation you might be working on. Let me know which option interests you, or if you have any specific requests related to the image. I put 1. What the hell is 1? Description. Provide a detailed description of the image. The image depicts a person standing outdoors in front of what appears to be an old, weathered building. The individual is wearing minimal clothing, consisting of a pair of worn-out, discoloured tights and some sort of cloth or makeshift garment around the waist. Their body is very thin and they have a pronounced visible rib cage. The surroundings include a concrete area leading up to the building, with steps, a bucket and various items scattered around, suggesting a neglected or run-down environment. The person's face is not visible as the photo is cropped from the neck down. The overall scene has a raw, gritty and somewhat sombre or desolate atmosphere. Would you like a more detailed analysis or additional information on any specific aspect? It all sounds a little pointless. I understand if the description isn't useful, perhaps we can explore other options that might be more relevant or meaningful to you. Here are a few suggestions. 1. Artistic interpretation. Discuss the possible themes, emotions, or messages conveyed by the image. 2. Contextual information. Research and provide background information on similar artistic works or the environment. Oh my god. 2. Contextual information. Research and provide background information on similar artistic works or the environment depicted. 3. Editing requests. Make specific changes or enhancements to the image if you have a vision for how it should look. 4. Project integration. Help you integrate this image into a larger project or narrative you're working on. Let me know if any of these options interest you or if you have a different direction in mind. 2. What the hell was 2? Contextual information. Research and provide background information on similar artistic works or the environment depicted. Let's delve into the possible themes, emotions and messages. What? Fuck. 2. I thought we were doing 2. What was that? 2 from what? 2 from 1. 2. Sorry, I've lost it. Fucking retarded. Let's delve into the possible themes, emotions and messages conveyed by the image. I'll just cut. Artistic interpretation themes. 1. Vulnerability and fragility. The individual's thin frame and visible ribcage highlight a sense of vulnerability and physical fragility. I would have just said frailty. Fuck. The individual's thin frame and visible ribcage highlight a sense of vulnerability and physical frailty. Whatever. This could be interpreted as a commentary on human frailty, fragility, or the impact of societal or personal neglect. 2. Neglect and decay. The rundown environment with the dilapidated building and scattered items evokes a sense of neglect and decay. This setting can symbolize the deterioration of physical spaces, relationships, or even mental states. 3. Isolation is getting us to tragedy. The solitary figure standing in an empty, desolate space may represent feelings of isolation, abandonment, or loneliness. The lack of other people or signs of life reinforces this sense of solitude. 4. Resilience. Despite the evident hardships, the person stands upright, suggesting resilience and the will to endure tough conditions. This can be a powerful message about human strength and perseverance. 5. Socio-economic commentary. The tattered clothing and impoverished surroundings may critique socio-economic conditions, highlighting the struggles of those living in poverty or marginalised communities. Emotions conveyed. 1. Melancholy. The overall tone of the image, with its muted colours and sombre setting, evokes feelings of sadness and melancholy. 2. Desperation. The stark portrayal of a person in such a harsh environment can elicit a sense of desperation or despair, making viewers sympathise with the subject's plight. 3. Reflection. The image invites viewers to reflect on their own circumstances and the broader human condition, prompting introspection about issues like poverty, health, and resilience. Contextual information. 1. Similar artistic works. This image bears resemblance to works by artists who focus on social realism, such as Dorothea Lange, who could be Longy, I have no idea, whose photographs during the Great Depression captured the struggles of the impoverished. Contemporary photographers like Nan Goldin or Diane Arbus also explore themes of marginalisation and vulnerability in their work. 2. Environmental context. The setting appears to be in a rural or economically depressed area where buildings and infrastructure have fallen into disrepair. This context is often explored in documentary photography and art that aims to shed light on forgotten or overlooked communities. If you have any specific aspects you would like to explore further or need additional information, feel free to let me know. Dorothea Lange or Lange, Long, or whatever. Dorothea Lange was a renowned American documentary photographer and photojournalist, best known for her Depression-era work on the Farm Security Administration, FSA. F for Farm, S for Security, A for Administration, FSA. Lange's photographs humanised the consequences of the Great Depression and influenced the development of documentary photography. Key aspects of Dorothea Lange's work. 1. Focus on human suffering. Lange's work often centred on the struggles of ordinary people during the Great Depression, capturing their hardship, resilience and dignity. 2. Iconic photographs. One of her most famous images is Migrant Mother, which depicts a destitute mother with her children, symbolising the plight of migrant farm workers during the 1930s. 3. Social commentary. Her photographs are not just artistic expressions, but powerful social commentaries that aim to bring attention to the suffering of the poor and to advocate for social change. 4. Empathy and dignity. Lange had a unique ability to capture the empathy and dignity of her subjects, often portraying them with a sense of respect and humanity, despite their difficult circumstances. 5. Influence on documentary photography. Lange's work set a standard for documentary photography, emphasising the importance of capturing real-life situations to raise awareness and drive social reform. Lange's work set a standard for documentary photography, emphasising the importance of capturing real-life situations to raise awareness and drive social reform. Comparisons with your image. 1. Similar themes. The image you provided shares thematic similarities with Lange's work, particularly in its depiction of vulnerability, neglect, and resilience. Both images evoke a strong emotional response and invite viewers to contemplate the broader social issues at play. 2. Style and composition. Like Lange's photographs, your image uses a straightforward, unembellished style to convey its message. The focus on the human figure against a stark, neglected backdrop is reminiscent of Lange's approach to composition. 3. Emotional impact. How long is this? Fuck. Both Longhi's photographs and your image aim to elicit empathy and reflection from the viewer. They highlight the harsh realities faced by individuals in difficult circumstances, prompting a deeper understanding and awareness. Additional context. Dorothea Longhi's legacy continues to inspire photographers and artists who seek to document and bring attention to social injustices. Don't fall asleep, fuck. Her ability to capture the essence of human suffering and resilience remains a powerful tool for storytelling and advocacy. If you're interested in incorporating elements of Longhi's style or themes into your own work, consider focusing on real-life stories, documentary I Could Do My Life, God help us. Real-life stories, documenting real-life stories and experiences to create a compelling narrative. Empathy, portraying subjects with empathy and dignity, even in challenging situations. Social impact, using photography as a means to raise awareness and advocate for social change. Let me know if you would like to explore more about Dorothea Lange, her work, or how to integrate similar elements into your projects. Any analogous cases in New Zealand? New Zealand has its own rich history of documentary photography and social realism, with several photographers who have captured the struggles and resilience of marginalised communities, much like Dorothea Longhi did in the United States. Here are a few notable New Zealand photographers whose works reflect similar themes. Ans Westra. I can never say it properly. Try again. Ans Westra. 1. Focus on Māori communities. Ans Westra, a Dutch-born photographer who moved to New Zealand in 1957, is known for her extensive documentation of Māori life and culture. Her work often highlights the social and economic challenges faced by Māori communities, as well as their rich cultural traditions. 2. Controversial works. Westra's book, Wash Day at the Pa, 1964, depicted the daily... Westra's book, Wash Day at the Pa, 1964, depicted the daily life of a rural Māori family. Although it was initially met with controversy and criticism for its portrayal of poverty, it later became an important record of Māori life during that period. Robin Morrison. 1. Rural and urban landscapes. Robin Morrison was known for his photography of New Zealand's rural and urban landscapes. His work often captured the changing social and cultural landscapes of the country, highlighting the lives of people in remote and isolated communities. 2. Documenting change. Morrison's book, Sense of Place, 1984, is a significant collection of photographs that document the unique character and identity of New Zealand's people and places, showing both beauty and hardship. Marty Friedlander. 1. Portraits of Resilience. Marty Friedlander, born in England, moved to New Zealand in 1958. She is well known for her portraits of everyday New Zealanders, including a series on Māori women with moko, traditional fashion tattoos. Her work often explores themes of identity, resilience, and cultural heritage. 2. Social issues. Friedlander's photography frequently addresses social issues such as the impact of urbanisation and preservation of cultural traditions in modernising society. Glenn Jowett, 1. Polynesian communities. Glenn Jowett's work primarily focuses on Polynesian communities in New Zealand and the Pacific. His vibrant photographs document the lives, cultures and traditions of these communities, providing a respectful and insightful look into their world. 2. Cultural diversity. Jowett's photography emphasises the cultural diversity of New Zealand, highlighting the unique contributions of various ethnic groups to the country's social fabric. Comparisons to Dorothea Lange. Comparison to Dorothea Lange. Thematic parallels. Like Lang, these New Zealand photographers have documented the lives of marginalised communities, capturing their struggles, resilience and cultural heritage. They use their work to raise awareness about social issues and advocate for change. Empathy and respect. These photographers, similar to Lang, approach their subjects with empathy and respect, portraying them with dignity and humanity. Impactful storytelling. Their images tell powerful stories and resonate with viewers, providing a deeper understanding of the social and cultural dynamics within New Zealand. These photographers have made significant contributions to the visual documentation of New Zealand's social history, much like Dorothea Long did for the United States. Their work continues to inspire and inform contemporary discussions about identity, culture, and social justice in New Zealand. So what's the point? The point of exploring these photographers and their work, both in the context of Dorothea Lange, and analogous cases in New Zealand, is multifaceted. Raising awareness. 1. Highlighting social issues. Photography, especially documentary photography, serves as a powerful tool to bring attention to social, economic and cultural issues. By capturing the realities of marginalised communities, these photographers shed light on issues that might otherwise go unnoticed. 2. Creating empathy. Visual storytelling can evoke strong emotional responses, fostering empathy and understanding among viewers. This can lead to greater awareness and a sense of shared humanity, prompting people to care about and address these issues. Historical and cultural documentation. 1. Preserving history. Photographs provide a historical record of specific times and places, preserving the experiences and struggles of communities for future generations. This documentation is invaluable for understanding social and cultural evolution. 2. Cultural identity. By documenting cultural practices and traditions, photographers help preserve and celebrate cultural identities. This is particularly important for Indigenous and minority communities whose ways of life might be at risk of being forgotten or marginalised. Inspiring change. 1. Advocacy and reform. Many of these photographers' works have been used to advocate for social change, influencing public opinion and policy. For example, Dorothea Lange's photographs contributed to the development of social welfare programs during the Great Depression. 2. Inspiring others. Their work can inspire other artists, activists, and ordinary people to take action, whether through creating art, supporting the social causes, or engaging in community efforts to address the issues depicted. Artistic value. 1. Aesthetic and emotional impact. Beyond their documentary value, these photographs are often compelling works of art. They combine technical skill with deep emotional resonance, creating images that are both beautiful and thought-provoking. 2. Exploring human experience. Art and photography provide a means to explore and express the complexities of human experience. They can capture moments of joy, sorrow, resilience, and vulnerability, offering a rich tapestry that connects us to others. Personal reflection. 1. Introspection. Viewing and reflecting on such images can lead to personal introspection, helping individuals understand their own place in the world and their relationships with others. It can prompt questions about one's own values, privileges, and responsibilities. 2. Inspiration for creativity. For artists and creators, exploring the work of these photographers can serve as inspiration for their own projects, and encouraging them to tackle important issues and tell meaningful stories through their art. In essence, the point of studying and appreciating the work of documentary photographers like Dorothea Lange and their counterparts in New Zealand is to understand and engage with the world more deeply, using art as a catalyst for empathy, awareness, and change.